Hey guys! All right, so we are going to get rolling on another remote learning phonics lesson with Miss Varnum. Now, we got to get ready for this lesson, and I think by now you guys probably know some of these expectations, but let's just go over them real quick anyway. So right out the gate, you are going to get rid of all your other distractions, okay? And you got to make sure that you are able to see me very clearly. You got to be able to watch my mouth as I say words and sounds in a phonics lesson. Also, you need to be able to hear me very good. You need to be able to listen very carefully. So if headphones or something helps you guys listen good, make sure that you grab some of those because you need to be able to hear the sounds very well when we have a phonics lesson, right? Okay, so now that we have those things out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be talking about the long E sound. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can make the long E sound, and you'll see some of those different ways inside a word sometimes when you're reading. So by the end of this lesson today, you will be able to identify the different ways to make the long E sound inside of a word. All right, so the first way that we can make the long E sound is with something called an open syllable. Now, basically, this is just a fancy way of saying that when a syllable ends with an E, and that's the only vowel inside the word, that E is going to make its long E sound. As in, so here's a couple of examples here. He, now see with he, it ends with an E. I'm going to get my marker. It ends with an E, and that's the only vowel inside that word. There's no other word or no other vowel inside of he. She, we, be, and me. So those are all examples of an open syllable. Each of those words ends with the letter E. It only has one vowel inside of those words, and that's that letter E, so it makes the long E sound. He, she, we, be, and me. Now, the next example of a way to make the long E sound is with a sneaky E. Now, you guys remember sneaky E. We talked about sneaky E a lot in class. But just to remind you, remember, sneaky E's are quiet and bossy, very bossy. So it will come at the end of the word and it will be silent, but it will make the E in the middle of that word say its name. So let's see. This word right here, Pete. This is actually somebody's name, Pete. So see how there's two E's in that word? There is an E at the end of it and an E in the middle. Now that E at the end of it is our sneaky E. He came in at the end. He's very quiet. He's not going to say anything, but he's going to be bossy. He's going to tell that E right there in the middle to say his name. So we say Pete. It makes the long E sound because that bossy E at the end is bossing him around. It's telling him to say his name. Same with this word right here, E-V-E. This is Eve. So there's a E at the end. There's that bossy E again, yelling at that other E to say its name, Eve. Here's a longer one, but this is the same thing. There's an E at the end. It's a quiet E. It's a sneaky E, but it's going to tell this E right here before the consonant to say its name again. So that word is complete. Complete. That long E sound right there as well. All right, another way that you can make the long E sound is with a double E. So sometimes when two vowels work together, they make the same sound. So right here, two E's inside of a word are both going to work together to make the same long E sound. So when you see two E's in a word, they make the long E sound, double E. So here's some examples, ready? Meet, M-E-E-T, double E's, both saying the long E sound. Keep, K-E-E-P, long E sound. Sleet, sleet, it's just another word for like frozen rain. Sleet, S-L-E-E-T, there's those double E's. And last but not least, teeth, teeth, T-E-E-T-H, those double E's making the long E sound. So whenever you see two E's inside of a word like that, they're working together, they're going to make that same long E sound. All right, now same idea. This is a vowel team. Now with a vowel team, you're going to see two different vowels working together to make one sound. Teamwork. See, my girl, she's telling you all about teamwork. So sometimes vowels work together to make the same sound. So right here, what you're going to see is E-A is one vowel team that makes the long E sound. So when you see E-A working together inside of a word, they're going to make that long E sound. So here's an example. Team, T-E-A-M. There's an E and an A there, but they're working together. They're both making that same long E sound. Heat, H-E-A-T, heat. Cleat, C-L-E-A-T, working together, making that long E sound. Cleat is like the shoes you wear when you play soccer or baseball, cleat. And the last word is leap, L-E-A-P, leap. So in all of those words, the vowels are teaming up. The E and the A are working together as a team to make that long E sound. All right, now it's your turn. On your assignment today, you have a list of words, and all of these words say the long E sound, but you are going to split them up. You're going to put them in different columns to show us that you understand that there's different ways to make the long E sound. So that first way that Ms. Varnum talked about was called open syllable. Now remember, open syllable was the one where it ends with the E, and that's the only vowel in the whole word. So that E is going to say its long name. It's going to say E. Next one was the silent E, the sneaky E. Remember, sneaky E is bossy and quiet. Comes at the end of the word. It's not going to say anything, but it's going to tell that other E inside the word to say its name. So you'll see that in one of the words. E-E, those are the double E's working together to make the long E sound. So when you see two E's working together, it's going to go in that double E column. E-A, that was the vowel team. Remember, sometimes two different vowels can come together to make the same sound, and E-A working together make the long E sound. So you're going to see that sound inside of some of the words. So whatever word you see that makes that long E sound, you're going to figure out what is telling it to make the long E sound. Is it E-E? Is it E-A? Is it a sneaky E at the end? Or is it an open syllable long E? And you're going to put it into each of these columns. Now, the very last thing you're going to do is once you separate out those words, you're going to think of 3 more words for each group. So you're going to think of 3 more open syllable words, 3 more silent E words, 3 more EE words, and 3 more EA words. And you're going to put those into your columns, and you got to be a little bit creative. You got to think of ways that makes the long E sound based on what we learned in our lesson today. All right, as always, I just want to remind you guys how very proud I am of you for staying on top of your assignments and for turning them in to your teachers and making sure that you check your calendars every day. We love you and we miss you, and we'll see you guys soon.